Good morning. Welcome to Super Ozarks Fox AM, the Friday before the biggest game of the year.
Yes.
I'm Jeremy Rabe.
I'm Maddie Conklin.
I'm Jesse Inman.
And I'm Angela Luna.
Yeah, you are.
And you guys, could we be wearing in more red?
I don't think we could.
Nope.
Really?
Take it.
Nope.
Everyone just.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it all on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a family show.
Oh,
You
gosh.
guys, this
Okay.
is so exciting. It's finally here.
So, guys, we have an action-packed Chiefs show for you. Starting first hour inside, we've got our goodies, just to nibble on.
Gosh.
We've got a
so
Plinko
excited.
prop bet competition coming up.
Yes.
We'd love for you guys to play.
If
Would
you're able
love to be
to.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes.
Would love to be here for that, yeah.
Okay, and then second hour, we're going to be outside tailgating with MSU chef Natalie Allen.
Natalie,
We're going to be making
Oh,
lots
my-
of food.
Oh,
We're going to make a
spinny.
punch. We're going to have a punt, pass, and kick competition.
Yes.
Oh,
Like, it's all
And,
football.
and mind you, a inflatable football on your head ring toss.
It's the what do you call those?
the
Is it field goal?
oh, the, yeah.
But
the
it's
field goal.
inflatable. It goes. You guys just will
inflatable.
have to tune in because it's going to
Yeah.
be madness, funness, all the ness.
If we can keep
Guys.
them inflated.
Should I break out the red sparkly heels for the football kick?
Yes!
Yes, you should.
Kickoff competition.
Absolutely. Come on now.
However, if you do roll your ankle, we are not responsible.
No.
We're actually going to need you to sign a waiver.
We brought the waivers here for you.
Yeah, perfect.
So let's start with Jesse, though, because Jesse, yesterday you said, it was Thursday, and you said the butterflies were starting.
Yeah.
Now it's Friday.
Yeah, they're
How you feeling?
They're full bloom. They're out of the cocoon. They're floating around. You know.
Wowza.
Heimlich
They're
has gotten his
flapping.
wings.
Oh, Jesse.
And now he is a beautiful butterfly.
Beautiful butterfly.
Jesse, I've not
Ready
been
to
around
go.
you on game day, especially with the biggest game.
That's
Are you
true.
fun to be around? Or are you too tense that people like stay away from Jesse?
I like to think I'm fun at parties.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you been kicked out?
no.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a good sign.
It'd be hard to
Hasn't
get,
broken any TVs.
hard to get kicked out of my own home. Yeah, no, it's
paid the bills.
we'll have, I've got a few folks coming over. I got some friends and family coming by, so we've got like a full menu of things going. So I'm mostly looking forward to, just having my friends and family around for the game. And it just always makes it better when the Chiefs are in it. Like, when I started having the ability to throw my own Super Bowl party, the Chiefs weren't in a part of that for quite some time. So, we'll have like a little, speaking of prop betting, like I put together a little something for the people who come by, like 20 questions of prop bets, just that you don't have to know about the game, to really, or care who's in it to have fun with it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we'll probably have some of those here on the show today. For
Yes,
Plinko.
we have some.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and ours are very kind of just either 49ers Chiefs questions
Yeah.
back and forth
Yes.
because we
Yep.
only had 6 slots at the bottom.
All multiple choice for the way I usually roll with it.
Yeah.
So, like heads or tails for the coin toss, length of the national anthem, under or over 2 minutes.
Who in the
stuff like
coin toss?
that.
Did we have that
So,
question?
We who will get the ball first?
Okay, well.
So I guess that's kind of
Kinda the
after
same.
the coin toss. So
And where are my manners? If you guys would like any snacks, help
please dig in.
yourselves.
We got a full cookie cake.
Wow.
Some,
We got cookie cakes,
Well,
we got cookies, we
wait.
got cupcakes. Help yourself.
We got it all.
You're
Wow.
twisting my arm.
Here, help yourself.
Because
I do have to say,
it really-
Jesse, I do love your little social media post where you're like, woo! And you're all in your gears, your Chiefs gear, and
Yeah.
you're just like having the best time ever.
Yeah, that was a good one. Back at
Their
that was
little
the
arrow.
Chiefs versus the Dolphins game, the cold one.
The cold one at Arrowhead, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Dig
all
in
bundled
there.
up. You
Dig
had
in
to
there.
scream.
Here, I'll get this one. Jesse,
Okay.
do you want a cookie
Perfect.
cake?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'd love one.
Hey, Jesse, can you hand me a cupcake?
I'm gonna have to move
course
this back
I
here.
can.
Sorry, guys.
You know, with the
Slide on in.
There we
Got
go.
it?
Chiefs
I'm
on
gonna
the
move
back.
this. Sorry, I wasn't planning. I wanted it to look pretty.
These are
try
so
something.
cute.
So what about you guys? What are you,
the shortbread.
what are some of your Super Bowl traditions, your big game things?
Oh, Tom!
Schmidt! Oh, he just came. I'll run.
You can join us, Thomas.
A drive-by cookie.
Oh, dear.
You're more than welcome to join us. Can I say the one thing I'm hoping? Okay, I know this is a really
I want
stupid pet peeve.
the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
However, okay, my favorite national anthem of all time is Whitney Houston
Yes.
from the early 90s.
Yes.
And here's what I think made it even more impactful. She sang with accompaniment, with music, an orchestra.
Yes.
Do you want
I
that or
don't like the national anthem sung a cappella.
Yeah?
I want orchestration with
Yeah.
it. I want
Yes.
music. And the new trend has been just to sing it a cappella and see how long, like the prop bets, how long will it last?
Yeah.
How hold do you hold the note? How long do you hold the note? To me, I want Reba to sing with an orchestra. I want it all the ornamentation with the music because to me it makes it more powerful.
Here's the thing, Reba, I'm not saying she's old, but she's old school. You know, she's been around for a
What
long
are you
time.
trying to
She's been around for a long time, so I feel like she might go the more traditional route, like you were saying, maybe
I
with the
hope.
orchestra and I don't know. It's Reba.
I did love Chris Stapleton last year.
Oh,
It was
Stapleton.
beautiful.
His
I had
voice.
chills.
Yeah,
I
he did.
cried actually. It was so beautiful.
Wait, did he have music with it or no? I can't remember.
Maybe a guitar.
I think
can't-
just
Oh,
it
it
was very
was. It was like an
simple.
acoustic,
Was
like a
it?
guitar
Yeah.
type thing.
yes.
I'm glad you brought up Whitney Houston, though, Jeremy, because that was, I believe, Super Bowl 25. And on our Super Daybreak show that you'll see on Sunday morning at 6 a.m., the referee that we spoke to, who lives here in the Ozarks, who's refereed 3 Super Bowl games, he refereed that Super Bowl. And he talked about Whitney Houston's performance. He saw it in person. He was right there on the sideline. He's got a picture with Whitney Houston.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, he talked about, I mean, he was crying like a baby, he said. So,
Oh yeah.
he's like, I was trying to hold it together. He looked over and saw one of the, 300-pound linemen crying. So he's like, all right, I think, it's probably safe. But
Again, I will just say,
chills.
I have
Again.
goosebumps too.
and it was right
Again.
around the time of the
It was the
Persian
Gulf War.
So.
Let me tell you, because I was very young at the time, but I know I was young enough to watch it and see Whitney, and there was such a feeling of patriotism and unity within the country at that point because we were
Yeah.
all together. We were at war, unfortunately. Nobody likes war.
Right.
But the sense of coming together because a common good, and then she sang that, the flyover, everybody was bawling. Everybody was
Yeah.
just like, that patriotism, was, you could feel it. You could feel
That
it.
reminds me of, I remember I was a big Kurt Warner girl back in the day. Of course, being from St. Louis, when the Rams played the Patriots, this was in 2002 after 9/11, and I'll never forget U2's Super Bowl performance where they did Streets with No Name, and they had all the victims
Oh, more chills.
Like, it was just so
we turn the
epic.
heater on in here.
Right?
Oh my God.
It was just
Got
so
an onion
cool.
in my pocket.
that onion.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
You're crying.
But isn't that so amazing, though? And I think that's why America just loves football so much, is that it really reunites us all together.
And has the ability to do that for sure, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of cool stories coming into the game this weekend.
I'm getting up early enough on that Sunday because I want to see this package, or the story, I should say, about the referee. And then Angela, I think you have something super exciting. Like, it's just gonna be a super fun show.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah. We've got a lot of local ties too.
That's so
to the game
crazy.
this week, so
You know?
I got to speak with a store here in town where, so in the instance, if the Chiefs win on Sunday, where you can get some Super Bowl gear.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
they've
They
already ordered it, and
So they actually already get it, and they cannot open it yet until like fourth quarter.
okay.
So depending on how fourth quarter goes.
I'm getting nervous
Yeah.
already.
I know.
And just, I know we have some footage of them practicing. How is it going so far? They've been in Vegas all week.
Yeah.
Things have been happening. You know,
Yeah.
interviews, press conferences. What is your gut feeling now, Jess?
How I'm feeling about it is, it looks like both teams, for the most part, are going to be pretty healthy. So that's good.
Okay.
The Chiefs do have one of their all-pro offensive linemen. It's a long shot for him to play. But the backup filled in very nicely against the Ravens to get them to the Super Bowl. And Nick Allegretti is the backup. You'll notice him at left guard in the game this coming Sunday. He's got Super Bowl experience. I mean, he's protected Patrick Mahomes, who you see there, for quite a few years. He's kind of been a key backup for the Chiefs in times of need. He can do a lot. So I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Okay.
Too.
I mean,
think
the
it's gonna be
Chiefs'
close.
brand is offense. People know them for Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. But this statistically is the worst season of Mahomes' career so far. Not to say he's been bad, but just to say it's not been the offense's best. They are playing a good brand of defense out there today. Maybe, I think this is the best defense Mahomes has ever had in his career to play with. And the Chiefs have been arguably the best in the league this year. So I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. The Niners play good defense, too. They've given up a lot of points in the playoffs, too.
I saw that, and I know I actually use the 49ers for my defense when I do fantasy football.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I even noticed that, where like it's just been interesting for them this
But did you
year.
see that guy who's on the 49ers who used to be on the Chiefs?
Yes.
I remember his name.
Charvarius
And they asked-
Ward.
Yeah, and they asked him, they go, how's it playing for the 49ers versus the Chiefs? And he was like, oh, it's way better. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, shade.
Yeah.
It's like, come
Shade,
on.
shade.
bitter.
I kind of get it. He's not going to be like, these guys actually suck.
I want to go back.
on the Chiefs.
Could you imagine? if he-
Right?
Right.
I'm not in Kansas anymore, but I want to go
It
back.
kind of reminds me a lot of like Tyreek Hill in Miami. You know?
yeah. I miss
Like,
Tyreek,
aw.
though.
I
I
did
do.
too, the cheetah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I got to watch him play in Miami, and it was really cool. Just
Ooh.
how much they adapted to him and took him in, which was really interesting to see.
High flying offense from the Chiefs back then. But yeah, low scoring. That's what we'll give our score predictions on Sunday morning.
Yes, but not till
yeah,
then.
I think it's going to be a low scoring one. So you
Okay.
can imagine who I'll pick.
So it'll be a very long
But
feeling
how is
game.
the weather in Vegas, though?
Indoors.
Does it even matter?
It's
it
indoors.
doesn't even matter.
Doesn't even matter.
Yep.
All right.
Got that indoor action going on, but outdoors here in Southwest Missouri
This will be
and
nice.
areas around. What about it, Tom? What about it?
It was nice. Yeah. What about it? I'll sit back and I'll tell you all about it. Okay.
Did you eat your cookie?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Chow it down like the Cookie Monster.
Okay.
Oh, you look good, Tom.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, the cookie hasn't had an impact yet. At the end of the show, we'll see about it. All right. So.